Welcome to the Applied Studies Overview. This module is designed to provide you with an overview of the Applied Studies curriculum map. If you are watching this video, we suggest that you have a copy of the Applied Studies curriculum map in front of you. By the end of this video, it is our goal to make sure that you, 1, understand the purpose of the curriculum map and the name change behind the Applied Studies Diploma, become familiar with the layout and format of the curriculum map, understand the reporting criteria set forth within the curriculum map, and understand how to incorporate these skills into a student's course of study. In July of 2015, Virginia Code was revised to remove the term Special Diploma and replace it with Applied Studies Diploma. The criteria for earning this diploma remain the same and are as follows. Students earning the Applied Studies Diploma must complete the requirements of their individualized education programs and meet certain requirements prescribed by the board pursuant to regulations, but do not meet requirements for any named diploma. The Applied Studies Diploma is available to a diverse population of students. Students earning the Applied Studies Diploma may have worked toward a standard diploma and taken standards of learning tests for the entirety of their high school experience, or may have worked on aligned standards and participated in the Virginia Alternative Assessment Program, and whose curriculum is heavily based in goals and objectives from their individualized education program. When we look at the population of students that have historically earned the special diploma, we see that a majority, 88% of students with intellectual disabilities, graduated in 2015 with a special diploma. 38% of graduates with autism earned the special diploma, and 15% of graduates identified with OHI and 11% of graduates with specific learning disabilities. These students represent a very diverse population and is up to the IEP teams to develop quality programs to address individual needs. Indicator 14 examines the percent of youth who are no longer in secondary school and had IEPs in effect at the time they left school. It measures if students are enrolled in higher education or competitively employed within 1 year after leaving high school. Overall, about 23% of students with disabilities graduated in 2014 graduated with a special diploma. Survey data collected in 2015 for all students with disabilities showed that students who graduated with a special diploma made 47% of the individuals that were unengaged after leaving high school. To summarize, students that graduate with a special diploma are far more likely to be unengaged after graduation. Students with IEPs exit high school with a transcript and a summary of performance. The summary of performance is a document that is intended to provide additional information that relates to a student's experiences in high school that may not be accurately reflected by their transcript. Information in the summary of performance may include things like work experiences, volunteer opportunities, and a summary of the student's high school experiences. Previously, the summary of performance was based on a set of activities that the student may have been able to experience in high school. The Individuals with Disabilities Education Act states that local education agencies shall provide the child with a summary of the child's academic achievement and functional performance, which shall include recommendations on how to assist the child in meeting the child's post-secondary goals. The goal of the Applied Studies curriculum map is to provide guidance to all stakeholders, teachers, parents, students, and others, to focus on functional academic skills, employment skills, and independent living skills. While addressing skills within those broad areas, we aim to build opportunities to develop self-determination skills, access and use of technology, and essential communication skills. The Applied Studies curriculum map serves several purposes, the first of which is to provide statewide guidance to IEP teams in developing goals and objectives. By addressing the skills outlined in the curriculum map, educational teams can specifically address skills that can lead to improved post-secondary outcomes. These skills may be outside the direct purview of the standards of learning or the aligned standards of learning, but if not addressed, will have an impact on the student's post-secondary life. The skills and competencies outlined within the curriculum map are specifically designed to supplement instruction on state standards. These standards may be in the form of standards of learning for students who are working towards a standard diploma, or the aligned standards of learning for students who participate in the Virginia Alternative Assessment Program. An additional purpose is to link the skills outlined in the curriculum map back to the standards. By linking back to the standards, IEP teams can make informed decisions regarding the student's course of study to provide coursework that most closely aligns with the skills the student needs to develop. If the student has deficits in certain skills outlined within the curriculum map, the IEP team can use the crosswalk document to identify which standards closely align with the skills that are being addressed and can help identify appropriate classes to address those skills. A second purpose is to improve communication between stakeholders. By speaking a common language and utilizing a common planning resource, effective communication between teachers and grade levels can improve. It can simplify the process of discussing present level of performance, goals, and objectives. The use of common vocabulary can help facilitate communication between teachers, schools, and school divisions. By providing a resource that the entire IEP team can access, the use of the curriculum map and planning can help increase student participation in the form of goal setting and self-advocacy and self-determination. The use of the curriculum map can also increase parent participation by providing a common planning resource. The IEP team can use the curriculum map to identify skills that directly align with the student's post-secondary goals. A third purpose is to promote the incorporation of evidence-based practices and predictors into programs that are developed for students. The skills outlined are skills that will need to be applied in real-life settings once a student graduates from high school. This means that the assessment of these skills needs to mirror the situations in which the student will use them. Evidence-based predictors reflect activities, services, and supports that occur during the school years that are associated with higher rates of success as youth enter adulthood. We will discuss several evidence-based predictors later in this presentation. Evidence-based practices are instructional methods and strategies that have been proven through research to be effective in teaching specific skills. Through the use of evidence-based practices, we can help increase student skill acquisition and promote the use of data-based decision-making. Additionally, the use of evidence-based practices can help facilitate transitions to new environments as well as provide efficient planning tools to teachers. The Applied Studies Curriculum Map is not designed or intended to be a replacement of statewide assessments. Students that plan to earn an Applied Studies diploma will still need to participate in statewide assessments such as the Standards of Learning or the Virginia Alternative Assessment Program. The curriculum map provides an outline of skills that students may need to improve their post-secondary outcomes. The curriculum map does not provide a list of every skill that a student may need. If an IEP team decides that a student requires additional skills, then those skills should be addressed in the IEP. Students may demonstrate these skills in various ways. It is the responsibility of the IEP team to look at the skills outlined in the curriculum map and customize as appropriate to meet the student at their present level and their needs. The curriculum map is not prescriptive. It's not expected that students demonstrate each skill outlined within the curriculum map. Again, it's the responsibility of the IEP team to align the students' post-secondary goals, their strengths and deficits, to develop meaningful IEP goals and objectives. The Applied Studies Diploma does not prescribe where a student will receive instruction and special education services. If an IEP team determines that a student will not earn a standard diploma and will therefore earn an Applied Studies diploma, this is not an indicator that the student's placement should change. This continues to be an IEP team decision. Additionally, a student may continue to work towards a standard or advanced studies diploma while simultaneously working on skills outlined in the curriculum map. This concludes part 1 of this webinar series. Please continue to part 2 to learn more about the curriculum map.